Hey guys, welcome back to Seriously Podcast. I'm Mary.
I'm Brittany.
And guys, we're continuing our recap of Harlem. We're doing episodes 7 and 8. And you already know how we feel about these girls, not from New York. A mess.
And
Um, Not really many positives that we have about them.
no, not so many positives. Great girls.
Oh,
Great
love the friendship.
energy. Love the friendship. Love the vibe. Love the womanhood that they build around each other. Yes, but hot mess. Hot mess. Hot mess. Hot mess. So I don't have much for them, but great girls. Great gowns.
Oh, great gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. And this week's episode is about, for episode 7, the theme is strong black women. So they are strong black women to a degree.
Yeah.
To a degree. Okay? So let's get into this episode and see what they're struggling with this week.
All right, so we're starting off with Camille. Many issues. First of all, she finds out Dr. Pruitt is interviewing candidates for the job that she thought was for her.
She thought.
She thought she's been missing therapy sessions.
Yes, she has.
And she's still thinking about a response for Ian.
She is. She is. And I just want to point out, Nora, who's her understudy, but really her manager at this point, really had to knock her down off her high horse. Because, Camille was kind of giving her shade. And Nora was like, you know what, that's funny because I actually saw someone interviewing for that job. So that really knocked her down. It took her for a whirlwind. And so to put that on top of all that stuff you said, she is down and out right now. Down and out. This might be her lowest point that we've seen her.
Mm-hmm. Who can she run to, honestly?
Who can she run to?
The thing about her response to Ian, looking back at it, I'm like, what if he's not even thinking about romantically like she's assuming? What if he's thinking professionally?
See, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
Very vague. It's very vague.
Because he said, are we making a mistake? The mistake could be endless. Are we making a mistake working together? Are we making a mistake putting this art on this side of the wall?
Exactly.
There could be a lot there. But, she's taking it as, are we making a mistake by not being together? Meanwhile, he's like, I was talking about the restaurant. So first of all, the fact that she's even thinking about this text next to her man.
Talk about it.
That's a problem for me. That is a huge problem for me.
Because that's a good man.
Let me tell you something about this man. That man is a good man. That's a strong black brother right there. And I wasn't really feeling him too much, but when she was struggling the next day with trying to figure out getting her paperwork together for Dr. Pruitt, and she was going to cancel her class, and he's like, "Whoa, how would that work? How are you going to cancel your class and you're trying to go for tenure? Like that just shows that you can't handle nothing under pressure."
Right.
And she's like, "Oh my God, you're right." Like he had to motivate her and push her, and that's what we like to see in a relationship. Okay,
we like to see that. Granted, he was a stalker. However, he's warmed up a bit.
Yeah.
He's warmed up to me a bit. I still think he's back up. However, I appreciate how he supports her and he pushes her to be the best that she can be instead of allowing her to just live in her mediocrity.
Okay, exactly, because she would. And I think that's something that Ian let her do because she's like, I've never been in a relationship that pushed me like this. So that's something you should take a note of. You want to be with a man like this.
Yes.
But she's staying up at night thinking about Ian. Okay,
so she gets to Dr. Pruitt and she's just doing a lot of talking. A lot of throwing documents in my face.
A lot.
There's a lot of that. Not reading body language and seeing that Dr. Pruitt is looking at her like, why are you here?
Why are you here? What do you need from me? Is this even on my calendar?
Right.
But Camille says that she was a shoo-in for this job. Before you got here, this job was mine. And I want you to endorse me. Dr. Pruitt looked her straight in the face and said,
No.
What?
No. I will not endorse you for this job.
She didn't even look at the papers. She just, no.
No.
I could
She
have
looked at
saved you all this trouble had you asked me that the first thing you did when you got in.
even if you called me before, but before I get all my paperwork together, am I shooing? Do I have a chance? I could have told you no.
No, don't waste your time
You didn't have to stay up late. You didn't have
at
to almost
all.
cancel your class because it was no.
No. It was no 15 minutes ago, and it's no now.
It was no from the minute you walked into my office and that dirty sex smell and the clothes from yesterday. It was that moment when I said no. You're not ready.
She basically told her, as a black woman in the Ivy League, like, you can't just be mediocre.
Mm-mm.
You have to be the best of the best. Got to swim
Yes.
with the big sharks. You want to run with the big boys.
You want to run with that big boy? Yes. Yes. Because her old boss, not to say she wasn't good or anything, but Camille was the best for that group. But
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm up top. If you want to ride with me, come on. And she told Camille, you're not in the field. You're not doing the work.
Mm.
Like these little essays are cute. Like you have a little Essence magazine, if you will. But where's the time? Where is the publications? So I'm not impressed.
At all. Sorry.
Well, a 7 shines in a room of 5s. Doesn't make her a 10.
And I definitely understood what she was saying.
Yeah. I get it. Definitely get it, because we're always taught that we can't just be as good as the white people. We have to be better than them in order to
Yeah.
be seen.
Yeah.
So she was comfortable, or had been comfortable, being like mediocre, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And her professor before let her be that way. Like, she never really pushed her to do more of the work, do more of the research that Dr.
Yeah.
Pruitt kind of requires.
Yeah. And I think I feel like Camille has the, the work ethic and she has the knowledge, but it's just from the moment she met Dr. Pruitt, she kept messing up. So it's like, I don't even consider you anymore. Like, you're late, you come to class like this, like that. Like, it's just like, I feel like if Camille was on the top of her game from the moment she met her, it would be a different story. Maybe she would not have gotten the job, but it would have been more of a competition. Like, I would consider you.
Yeah, I definitely think Dr. Pro is wondering, like, how did you get this job? Like, who hired you? Because it makes no sense.
I don't think so.
Yes, you walk in your club outfits. You come late to appointments with me. What are you doing?
Like, you're good for this job, but not anything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because she says, like, your classes have wait lists. You have all this stuff. Like, you have good stuff, but it's not good enough. And that hurts Camille to her core, of course.
Yeah.
Like, she looked forward to this from episode 1, and now the dream is gone. Dream deferred.
She's devastated because she does feel like it's unfair that, there's white guys with less experience and they're able to grow into the role, but she's expected to kind of know her stuff. I get that as well. But unfortunately, in this real world that we live in, that's just the reality. Like, you have to be amazing.
Absolutely. You have to show the best version of yourself. Even if you have to bedazzle something, show them that you can do that.
Yeah.
Like, please trust. I'm going through it right now. The interview process, this world trying to get full-time job, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's so competitive, no matter what industry.
So while she's venting to her girl, she realized she is late for her therapy session. And at this point, I'm like, I can see why you are not getting a job. It's because you have no schedule. What's happening?
So you remember what Dr. Wu was saying? This is what she's talking about. This is exactly what she's talking about. Right here. Where is your little black bug? Where is your alarm clock on your phone? Where is your reminder app? We have no words.
Make it make sense. You want to cancel classes because you're overwhelmed with doing an assignment that nobody assigned you. You're late for sessions. You're missing therapy sessions. You're missing appointments. Like, ma'am, it's not looking good for you out here.
It's not. And I think it could also be a bigger conversation as far as what it could be, like anxiety, like ADHD, like all those things could be something that you need to hone down on to see, okay, what's going on so I can fix it and be better in life.
Right. Yeah, and another thing is, although she has all this going on, like, her mind always goes back to Ian, and it's like, Miss, what is your priority? Getting this job or getting an
Thank
engaged man.
you. Engaged man. Put that on. Put that right there. Yes. What's going on? Because he's out here flourishing in his career, in his love life, in his business. So it's like you should be doing the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she got a lot going on, which I get it, but it's like, girl. So she goes to her therapist. The therapist gave a lot of words of wisdom, but one thing that really stuck out was just like, Camille had this plan, and it's not her life isn't going as planned. It's like that's okay. The person
Mm-hmm.
you were back then is not who you are today, so it's okay if your plans change. So that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I agree.
Yes, and that's something we all should really consider because I know back then, I mean, when I was younger, like, you think when you're like 15, 16, you're like, okay, by 25, I'm going to have my husband, my kids. And when 25 come around, you're like, kids, husband, wait, what? Like, it's like when you get to that age, your plans change. Like, who
Yeah.
you are, it's okay. So we're going to go to Angie. So Angie is in rehearsal for Get Out the Musical.
Mm-hmm.
Buy me a ticket. Put me in the front row. I'm
That's right.
sold. The song, the theatrics, I'm with it. So the lead actress is calling everything ghetto. Oh, the set is ghetto. Oh, this is ghetto. The stage is ghetto. So Andy calls her out on it, like, what do you mean by that?
Right.
And instantly the actress is like, are you calling me racist? I didn't say that.
Yeah. And why are you asking a question, answering a question with a question? Guilty immediately. Jail.
Guilty. Jail. All I asked was, what did you mean? Which means, expound on that.
Yeah.
Why are you calling this ghetto? What is ghetto to you?
Use other words. That's what that means. Like, what do you mean by ghetto? Use other words. Not,
Yeah.
are you calling me a racist? Like, whoa.
Because the fact that you associate me questioning ghetto with racism, yes, you are a racist. You are. Yes. All I said was, what do you mean?
Yeah. Because I don't understand.
So she runs up crying, Karen style, victim.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I'm hurt. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And the director called a town hall meeting about this. I'm like, do we really need to do this right now? Like, I'm trying to rehearse.
Right.
And so he basically is coming to Angie, sticking up for Karen. Like, you need to apologize for that. And that was uncalled for. So obviously she feels disrespected. This isn't just a one-time thing. She says that this lady has been doing this the whole time we've been here, but that was her last straw.
Right.
And Andy tells him, like, this is a form of racism. Like, the microaggression is racism. And the fact that you don't see that is a problem.
He's caping for the wrong one. Put
The
that cape
wrong.
away. It's not needed here.
It's not needed. You don't. Who are you trying to save? What?
Don't
You
save
trying to
her.
save her? Don't. She don't
She
want
don't
to
want
be
to be
saved.
saved.
Don't do it. Then again, he calls another meeting and makes Angie apologize to her. And the way it went, she was going off on everybody, the director, Karen, all the black people. She said, "Sis, you cool," but everybody else. But it was a dream, and I was hoping that she would go off like that, but she can't.
She can't. No, absolutely
So
not.
she ends up apologizing to Kate. She says, "I'm sorry," and Kate gives her a hug, like, "Oh, thank you so much." Like it was just like so fake, and it's like, forget this.
Yeah.
I'm out. It's like, I don't even want to be a part of this. But I think she just walked. I don't think she quit the play. She just kind of walked out. Like, I can't be around this right now.
Yeah, I need the
Because the
J.
fakeness.
All right, so let's go to Quinn. So her mom stops by her little shop just to flaunt her new figure. That's
A
what
little shop.
she's trying to impress her mom. She wants to impress her mom so badly and tells her about, her working with Mira and how she is being paid $25,000 and hopefully this leads to referrals and this is going to get her out of the black. Is that what she said?
Right.
Out of the black.
Yeah.
And her mom
Out
could
of
care
black.
less. Her mom doesn't believe her, has no faith in what she is saying.
Yeah.
And is worried about being a number 6. And I'm going to be a number 4. That's all I heard.
Number 4. Oh,
Keto, where have you been all my life?
I'm just 10 cauliflower pizzas away from a size 4. Ma'am.
Don't do that no more.
We say this to you every time you come on this screen. Me don't like.
Do it no more. Please.
Me not like.
Me not like none of that.
This is bad. And this is a struggle for Quinn, obviously. So later on, she goes to meet with the girls, and Angie, Camille are just sharing their problems. And every time Quinn's like, even
Girl, I wish asking my mom for money was my biggest problem. Hell, I wish my mom even had money to loan me.
No, it's bigger than the money because it's.
And you know how I was supposed to be getting that promotion to associate professor.
cut her off, not even care. And they left my good sis with the bill.
They said you got it.
You got it, girl. That's always, you and your mom always have problems. My girl. Like, my sis, like, she is struggling too. Like,
Yeah.
come on. That just goes to show, like, Quinn is considered, like, the strong friend in the group where her problems aren't as crucial as everyone else, which is not the case.
Yeah, she understands that, her asking her mom or her parents for money is like like her problems are minuscule compared to her friends. But it's the fact that, they're not there for her, and they're not understanding that she just wants to have a better relationship with her mother. Like, that's
exactly
bottom line.
Yeah. It's a bigger even though that problem turn money is kind of small, but it's a bigger problem of just a relationship with her mom. Like, I can't even talk to my mom and tell her I'm excited about something.
Yeah, she just wants to have her mom's approval. So we're gonna end things with Ty. Our good sis is in the hospital, and the doctor is just rushing this diagnosis. He's just like, "Oh, it's just cramps. You'll be all right."
Right. He's like, "You fine.
You're fine. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You gonna get up. You can go."
Yeah, go ahead. You don't even need to, pluck the IV out yourself. Walk out right that way. That's fine. And Ty has to tell him, like, the pain is out of this world. I had my period for 11 days. And it's like, these are things that are important to know. And the doctor's like, oh, so you're here for drugs. That's your type. The drug addict. Uh-huh.
Yep. Because they're trained, the people in the medical field are trained to believe that Black women and Black people are able to withstand pain more than their counterparts, and that's because they've been studying studies from like unethical practices, and unfortunately nothing has changed, and they still believe Black people don't feel pain. That's basically what they believe, especially Black women.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not the case. Like, we are human.
Right.
Just because we're Black women doesn't mean we're human. Like, Black people have endured so much years, centuries of pain. And so that's why it's not taken as serious. But it's like, come on, especially like in childbirth. That's a lot of times Black women don't get heard. And so many deaths happen. And I think anything pertaining to like the ovaries, and that's something that Black women struggle with the most.
Yeah.
He tells Ty that she needs a blood transfusion. He finds out that she is O negative. He's like, oh, universal donor. Why don't you donate blood as well? How are you going to tell me I need a blood transfusion and then tell me to give away that same blood? Sir, you don't care.
No.
You do not care.
There's no compassion when it comes to Black people, unfortunately. It's become like a norm. It's such a norm. And it's sad. It's really sad.
So sad.
So she's stressed because she's supposed to be going to Afrotech. But when she gets to the airport, Sis is down again, down on the floor. Just
down
she's gone. Once again.
How'd she fall? Can you not?
That's what she did.
This is the problem with Seriously Podcast.
That's what she did.
Take anything serious.
The way she fell over.
It was. It was like, I'm trying to think.
I can't take nothing serious.
Never.
Oh,
Never.
God.
So she again down on the dirty floor. First it was the train floor. Now we're on the airport floor.
Any form of transportation.
Transportational floor, I'm there. You lucky I didn't go on the plane, because that would have been it. You're lucky. So again, she wakes up in the airport and don't even know how she got there, who she is. So the girls come to her. They're all by her side. And Ty is scared. She starts crying and even the friends, they never seen her in this vulnerable state. So it's like, oh my God, Ty, like, you're really, you're scared, you're in pain. And so that triggered like a domino effect for everyone to share what they're going through. And Camille was number one in line. I know you're in the hospital bed, but I have problems, so I'm gonna cry. And so she
that was
starts
not her
crying
moment.
about not her moment. You didn't need to do this right now. Hold it in. Like, let's be. Who's in the hospital?
Yeah,
Who's
let's be
here?
strong for her. She's
Yes.
mostly in the bed. Like, you're just complaining. Granted, we get it. You have problems. You're complaining about your job that does not exist because it was never yours.
You messed it up for yourself. Meanwhile, Ty is here on reason not even of her own. Okay?
Life or death.
Yes. And, Camille cries about that. Angie's like, and then Camille apologizes. That triggers Angie. Like, why we always gotta apologize? She starts crying. And then they're like, Quinn, you the only one that got together. That makes her cry. I'm actually a mess. I can't talk about it. And it's like, they all console her because it's like, they realize that she don't get a chance to talk about her problems. And that is hard for her. And even Camille tried to take the floor again. And Quinn got to say, I'm still talking.
How does she do that?
Camille.
Ma'am, you're selfish.
Sit outside. Because you don't know what a safe space is.
No.
It's not about you.
Don't know what a safe space is.
It's not about you. So they were all vulnerable. The doctor comes in, and this doctor, I guess he wasn't as bad as the last one, but he still was bad. He was bad.
Okay.
Let's get back. He's like, I know you're the type to not even want kids, so, which is fine. So we'll do the hysterectomy. Sir, you don't know my life.
Jump into assumptions. Just jumping in them.
Jumping. What? Because of the haircut? What are you going to say to me? You going to say the same thing to me?
Yes, he is. What you thought? You was exempt?
Because I got the curls.
He's gonna be like, speak to your husband. Let him know that we scheduled the hysterectomy for tomorrow.
Yeah, because you guys don't want kids. Man, hello. And that hurt Ty because, like, yes, she said she didn't want kids. He doesn't know that. So, but at the same time, it's like, it's different when someone tells you can't. That's a whole different ballpark. The doctor's like, you know what? Should I call your husband?
Because you don't seem to understand how to do things. You're not ready.
You're not ready, so I'm going to call your husband. He already okayed the surgery anyway. Mm-hmm. I'm confused. Then all of a sudden, this Brandon Jones come in with flowers talking about...
Hi, Ty. It's been a while.
Harper, who this woman?
Sir, who are you?
Seriously, who are you?
And it's like, girls, this is my husband. What? What show is this?
What husband? What husband's you talking?
What husband? I don't understand. So let's go to the writer's room real quick. Writers, why did we feel the need to give her a husband? Did we really need? Okay, so obviously this is is she living a secret life? Is she living a double life? Is this someone that she married just to give a green card? We have questions.
Right, because the girls don't even know who he is, and they've known her since college. So, husband of how many years?
And why did you feel safe with this friend group to share that information? I feel like it would be harder maybe for her to maybe come out to her friends, but just to say, oh, I have a husband from back in the day. This is what happened. These are my best friends. Why can't I share that?
Right.
Odd.
Are you bi?
And let us know. Are you not sure? It's okay.
Interesting.
So hopefully we get to learn more about Brandon Jones. Camille, do you think that Dr. Pruitt will change her mind? Maybe Camille could do something to change her mind?
No, I think her mind's made up about Camille because my mind's made up about Camille. And I've known her the same amount of time that Dr. Pruitt's known her. I don't think she's ready.
I don't think she's ready. It's going to take some time. She's going to have to wow Dr. Pruitt. And even after that, it's like in 5 years. I see what you're doing. Talk to me in 5 years.
Yeah.
Then we'll have a conversation.
Add some more publications to your resume. Get some more work.
In the
experience.
Yeah.
In the field.
In the field. And I'm assuming Camille's thinking that her helping Ian at the restaurant is field work.
Yes. How is that important? Come to think of it.
What is the field of this? Like,
why?
I don't think so.
Just why?
This is not what Dr. Pruitt was talking about.
At all.
Helping a French restaurant put art on the walls. No.
And how come you didn't respond to his text just saying, "What do you mean?" Very simple.
That's number one. In what sense? Making a mistake, how?
You're staying up late, coming up with these fake responses, then deleting it, coming up with another one. You're losing sleep over this?
Over this? Or just a simple, why? Do you think it's a mistake? So he can say, yeah, because, or no, because. Go see what he's thinking. A simple, what do you mean?
Very simple. What do you mean? Done.
What do you mean? That's it. That's it. But Camille is not the type to do things simple, so we can't expect that of her. Episode 8?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Episode 8 is titled 5 Years Ago. So we're taking it back.
We love a throwback.
We love a throwback. Because we have to understand, how did we get here?
When did we get here? Why did we get here?
What did we get here? What is this?
What is this? We like to know. We would definitely like to know.
It explains a lot.
Yeah.
It really helps. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. So we're starting off with Ty. She works for a tech company. She's surrounded by stupid white guys in hoodies and t-shirts and jeans, coming up with dumb tech ideas. And she's in the corner in a bad wig and in professional clothes.
Yeah.
And I'm confused. When you interviewed for this job, you saw what everybody was wearing.
Yeah.
You chose to still come in slacks and a blouse.
Yes. I'm assuming she feels like as a Black woman, I have to present myself in a certain way for them to take me serious.
No.
Okay.
You can still do that in casual clothes. You can absolutely still do that in casual clothes. The gap is there for a reason.
The gap is there. You can do a cute business casual.
You can.
You can do a cute button up with a denim. We're always coming for her outfit choice. We're actually coming for a lot of their outfit choices. And no disrespect to anybody on set, but it's just a certain look that we want these girls to have.
Polished. That's the theme we go for. Polished.
That's it. That's it. And so that was a strange choice for Tom. Especially in this environment.
The words you choose to use.
Gotta use these type of words. Yeah.
Her girlfriend Mel asked her to move in with her, but
I want to hold on.
Go ahead.
Put a little pin in that girlfriend. So 5 years ago, still no Brandon Jones. What's going on? Continue.
Yes, her girlfriend asked her to move in with her, and she's kind of hesitant because something is eating up at her.
With the keys and the fries.
Oh yes.
I just want to talk about the narrative of putting surprises in food, the ring in the cupcake, or the key in the fry. Like, I'm still eating. Listen, you put a key in my fry, I might eat it. So that's a problem for me.
How? You take it one at a time. A fry and a key don't feel the same, babes. They don't feel the same.
Now when you eat your fries.
Well, who eats like this? Who eats fries like that? No one does that.
When you're hungry, you just take a bunch. Listen, when you're at McDonald's, you take
one at a time, maybe 2 or 3, but you don't use your whole hand to take fries. You're lying.
You might. If you're hungry, you might. So you will accept the cupcake ring in the proposal?
No, I don't think any objects should be in food. It's unnecessary. Whoever came up with that idea needs to get punched in the face.
Wait, what?
Whoever came up with the idea to put objects in food to surprise somebody needs to get punched in the face.
It's unnecessary. It's unsanitary. I don't want it. What are we doing? And for what? So our future men, don't do that.
Yeah, because if I chip my tooth, we're done.
We're done. You want me to say yes with a chipped tooth? Yes. No, I'm not.
Because you already know I eat chunks, okay? I eat like that.
I eat. If I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat. So that just proves to me that you don't know me.
And you don't care for me. Because you want me to swallow a ring. You don't like
You
me.
don't know me. You don't care about me.
You don't
So
like
we're
me.
done.
You don't like
Look
me.
at you want to build a future, and now it's over because you don't know me.
You don't like me. You really don't like.
You
You hate
don't
me.
like.
You hate me because you want me to eat an object.
If you wanted to break up with me, just you should have just did that. You
It's
didn't have
very.
to try to kill me. You didn't have to do that.
It's very simple.
It
We're done.
is. I don't like that person, whoever came up with that, but it worked for Ty. She thinks it's beautiful, it's enduring. She says yes. So Ty and Melissa go to laundry after doing laundry. Census has been eating Ty up about Brandon and the marriage. She's like, you know what? If I'm trying to build a future with this lady, let me tell her about my
This
baby.
man. I'm trying to build a future with this woman. Let me tell her about this man.
Let me try to do it. She explains that she is married. She met him before college, so
Hmm.
like probably like high school sweetheart type of situation. Best friend growing up. They like if I'm gonna marry anybody, it would be him. So and that's what she does. And she felt like marrying him would just make her forget about her what she really wants, like her lesbian lifestyle, like just kind of brush that under the rug. And of course that didn't work.
Hmm.
So she's like, he was so sweet.
All he talked about was our future and all that we could do. I couldn't stand to hurt him. So you just ran away and never looked back? And you didn't think just vanishing would hurt him?
Yes.
Yes. I didn't want to break his heart, so I left in the middle of the night.
Yes.
What's wrong with that statement right there?
To her, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That
In her
sounds.
mind, she thought she was doing something nice.
Yeah.
Because she's not trying to hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
So let me disappear in the middle of the night and never come back.
So
that will make him happy.
So she is gone. She's on milk cartons right now.
Yep.
Like nobody knows where she is. Nobody knows anything about her. And Melissa's hearing this, but she does not care. Like this little violin story, like you lied.
She's
You're
disgusted.
a liar.
She is disgusted.
Yeah.
She's how I don't even know who you are anymore.
Like I can't trust you. Like who's to say you won't flee in the middle of the night, leave me too when things get hard, or you don't want to tell me something. I can't trust you.
Yeah.
And you're doing all this in a laundromat. You want to make a scene. You're embarrassing me.
Yeah. I just want to fold my clothes. I just want clean clothes. That's all I want to do.
That's it.
We could have did this in my apartment.
Yeah, but you want to, because we're here with the dirty laundry, you want to put your dirty laundry on me? That's what you thought this was cute? Like a metaphor?
Absolutely not.
No. So she leaves her. She flees.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this.
She said, let me show you how it's done. You want to see how that feels? Let me flee.
Yes. Let me show you how Brandon felt. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad.
We go to Angie.
What you think about Angie's 5 year ago look?
It is 10 times worse than her today look.
I take back everything I said about today's look because this is worse.
I can't even describe to y'all.
How she looks today is Rihanna Met Gala compared to back then.
Yes. Back then, she was just throwing things on.
Anything.
Because it's a label and said, this is fashion.
Yes. I'm going to put this hat on. I'm going to put this scarf on. And I'm going to put these beads on. Don't need all that.
And I'm going to put the hair on top of the hat because that's fashion. I'm going to put lipstick on my neck because that's fashion.
That's fashion. I'm going to put the brassiere over the sweater.
Yes.
Fashion.
You're going to see the Chanel tag, okay?
You are, because it's fashion. And it was just so wrong, okay?
It wasn't right. It was wrong.
It was wrong. First of all, I forgot that she was this artist back then. So she had songs on the radio and, album, if you will. Okay.
She had no plays, no hits. Okay?
She had no plays, no hits. And she's trying to figure out why when I get in this car, my song isn't on every station. Like, she's not understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And her manager's not picking up her calls. So she rolls up on him and he's packing his stuff. He's like, why are you still here? What do you need? And I'm like, what is going on? He's going to Paris and she thinks she's going too, or something. So he's like, listen, you're not on the label anymore. And you got to be out of the company townhouse by the end of the day. When were y'all going to tell her?
Yeah, because my phone works.
Her phone works. Her email works. You know where the townhouse is. Send me a letter.
She's been calling y'all, so
Well, how is she supposed to know that nothing that she don't have a job anymore? Like what?
I don't know.
I
Don't know.
never. I think it's good that she got out that label because it was unprofessional. Okay.
Yeah.
And he also gives her the hard truth that no one even likes your music.
No one is playing Flow Into You because no one likes it.
Release the other then. Get it going.
No one's sinking another penny into you.
That was difficult. No one likes your songs. It's not a good song.
And she is baffled. She's like, "What do you mean? How?"
How?
She was
Everyone
really
should
like, "What
love
do you
that
mean
song.
nobody likes my song?"
I need to hear the song. Let me be the judge of this
Yeah.
song.
If it's based on the clothes, I might believe you.
I definitely will believe it. If this, if the sound of the song matches the outfit, I understand.
I understand why she was dropped.
I get it. I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to Quinn. She's in her corporate field. There's no color. There's no life to her. This is not the Quinn that we know and love. And she's not happy. But her mom actually loves everything. Her mom loves everything that's going on. She's actually proud of her.
Yep.
She likes that she's actually doing something for herself. Quinn is just like, you know what?
Quit my job.
You what?
I quit.
After I left?
I had to. I'm sorry. I was miserable.
Tells her mom that she quit her job without any preparation. Just like, it's done. Like, all my stuff is in a box. I'm done.
Yeah.
She tells her mom this so she can start her own business. You know, the mom is disgusted by that. And at this point, I understood it. Like, you know, we always see her mom and Quinn go back and forth about her dreams and stuff. But even Quinn quitting her job at this moment to start a dance company for kids, I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Because where are those kids today? Who's teaching them dance today?
5 years later, you're designing clothes.
You're designing clothes. Where are the kids? Where
For grown-ups, not for kids. So how'd
You
you
left
get
the
here?
kids high and dry, not knowing anything. But basically, her mom is not really mad at her having dreams and passion. It's the point of how money changes relationships.
Yeah.
She doesn't want that. She didn't want that for them. Like, she wanted Quinn to be her own person, you know, have her own bank account, not have to ask nobody for nothing. Like, she was proud of that. Like, you're doing this on your own by yourself, and now you're gonna have to depend on me and your dad, and now our relationship's gonna change, which is real. Money changes people all the time. She doesn't want Quinn to be like her, which I get. I get it.
I get it too, because she knows that there's gonna be resentment in the relationship from here on out. Because before 5 years ago, her mom like loved being around her, and now we see that her mom kind of is like almost annoyed because it's like she knows anytime Quinn comes around, it's because she wants money.
Exactly. But I can't even enjoy you being around because I know the next thing you're gonna say is, "Hey, mom, I need money." It's like, I'm annoyed.
Yeah. So that's going to affect their relationship. And Quinn doesn't believe her because she's like, I have my business plan for my gym for the kids.
Yeah.
But then I think like a couple episodes back, she had like 2 other businesses too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Like,
yikes.
I think she had like a juice bar and something else. Like, and that's okay. Like, we're not coming for Quinn because sometimes it takes time to figure out what you really want in life or what you want to do. So it does take time. But I think that she should not have quit her job.
Yeah.
Until she was fully established.
Yeah.
And she could quit the job.
Yeah. Because she was privileged enough to be able to start all these businesses, but it's because she had her parents.
Yeah. A lot of people do not have that luxury, and they have to start from the trenches.
So we're going to end with Camille. She's in a happy relationship with Ian. They're leaving for Paris together as a unit.
Yes.
Shockingly,
because that, this whole time we didn't know what happened. How did he get to Paris? She didn't come, and the gag is it was supposed to be a oui French. We're going to Paris. It's a oui. We're going to go from there.
Yeah.
So that was a shocker for me.
She also has a strained relationship with her mom, and her mom is supposed to be coming into town to, I guess, say goodbye before she goes to Paris. The problem is her mom always kind of like fails to show up whenever they decide to meet together. So it's like her depending on her mom is just, she knows that she has high hopes for it, and it's just like
Yeah.
her mom fails her every single time.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yes.
Her
A lot going on.
a lot's going on. The day of her leaving, her professor tells her, "Don't go chasing no man."
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
She tells her the day of, "Don't be like me, because I did that and I had to start over, like many,
Yeah.
many women, and you don't want
Yeah.
to be that girl."
Mm-mm.
Thank you for telling me that today.
Today. But Camille wasn't phased. She said, cute speech. Good
That's
luck.
not us. She was that girl that's like, that's not me and my man.
We're different. But thank you so much. Sorry it didn't work out for you, but it's going to work
Mm-hmm.
out for me. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Camille is like, okay, she closed everything up with her supervisor. Let me go back to my mom. Got to close everything out with her. She waiting for her mom, waiting like an hour. She
Mm-hmm.
texts her mom, hey, are you, still coming? The mom said, baby, I done got on the wrong train. I'll see you later, girl. Mom,
You can't get another one?
you can't get on the opposite track?
Mm-mm. She's just gonna keep
No,
going
baby,
wherever
I'm
that
just
train
too
is
far
going.
gone. I'm gone. So, first of all, where is the mom coming from? Are we talking MTA trains? Are we talking Amtrak? Where is she coming from?
Yeah, I need to know, because it's not make. It doesn't matter where she's coming from,
That's
actually,
true.
because you can get on the train to go back to the direction you're supposed to be going to.
And at one point, is it when you hit Cincinnati and you're like, I'm on the wrong train? Like, what is it?
When did you realize? If I did not text you and say, "Hey, are we still meeting up?" Were you just gonna keep going on the midnight train to Georgia? Like what,
Wait a minute.
ma'am?
What's happening? What's going on? Because I saw something on Twitter where somebody was like how was witnessing someone realizing they were on the wrong train. Like, let's say I don't remember the city, but let's say they were going to Newark, Detroit, but they meant to go Newark, New Jersey. So maybe it was that type of thing where it was the same. No, because she was going to Manhattan. There's only one Manhattan. There's only one Harlem. Never
And you
mind.
know the Harlem because you grew up there. You lived there, so you know where you're going. How did you get on the wrong train? Tell me.
The math is not mathing.
She lied.
Something's not right. Let me tell you something. That mom was in her bed.
Yeah, she didn't want to meet her.
Mm-mm. She said, I'll see you when you get back from vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, mom, I'm moving. I live there. I'm going to live there.
Her mom don't believe that either.
She said, girl, I'll see you in the morning.
So they get to the airport, and Ian is denied for some reason. I don't know what the reason was, but he has to get his passport renewed in order to fly. He didn't do his research. She's upset about that because apparently she's a planner. In this year, five years ago, she was a planner. She's the one that solves problems, and she's kind of upset that she always has to step in to take care of something for him. So I'm like, oh, this is who you are?
Oh, this is because even when the friends met up, they're like, "What are we gonna do when Camille leaves?" Like, she's the one that figured everything out for us. I'm like, Camille, who?
What problems did you guys have that Camille was able to figure out?
Camille. What the? Nah, not Camille.
Columbia
I don't know
Camille?
who that Camille was. So apparently, yes, this is her life. She fixes problems.
Mm-hmm. He couldn't even pay for the renewal. She had to pay on like 3 different cards because he maxed out his credit card. And I'm like, where were you going then? You're going to another country. What were you gonna do?
And you don't have $1,000 right now? You're going to another country.
So everything is ready for you when you get there? How you getting from point A to point B? Is somebody picking you up?
What's happening?
How are you eating?
How are you eating? What are you going? Where are you going? What's happening?
Where are you going, grown man? Where are you going?
Yeah, that was a red flag for me.
Yeah.
And then yes, like in serious relationships, I pay for this, you pay for this, I got you got me. But it's like it's not like we're going on vacation. we're trying to start a whole new life for a couple of years in a whole country.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to not have available funds,
You have no moolah?
that's
That
an
does
issue.
not work for me.
And then I ain't got it either. So how we both look, nobody got it.
So this is not working. This is not working for her. All of this is just, she needs to take a stroll. She
Yeah.
took a walk around the city, thinking about everything from what her professor said to what she experienced at the airport dealing with Ian and him not being prepared and her wanting to also pursue her dreams. She's just like, this is too much.
Spiraling out of control. My mom's still on the train to Georgia.
My mom, I don't know where she is.
So I can't leave knowing my mom's just riding trains. Like,
Just right.
I can't.
Can't. It is too much. So then we get to that scene from episode 1 where he's getting in a cab from 5 years ago and Uber is around.
Yeah.
But the cab is on the way. I don't know what cab he's talking about.
And
And
Uber from Angie. But yeah, he's still out
and, and she finally says, I'm not going no more.
So you took one walk and it took one night.
Let's take a long walk.
So you hit that Jill Scott and now you're not coming.
Yes, she did a whole 180 on him.
Yeah. And she feels like she's going into it in chaos. Like I feel like I get what she was saying, but I also feel like things happen. And it's just like, also, I don't know if I would take all this as signs. The only thing, the money thing, that's a big issue.
That was a huge red flag.
A huge issue. But him, like, you know who this man is. You've been with him for years, so you know he's not the researcher. You know he's not the planner. You know that he lives life on a whim. So y'all planning this trip, you knew the type of man he was.
Yeah.
I don't know why it didn't dawn on you until 3 minutes before the flight.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So in addition to her not going,
I need stability, Ian.
What the fuck? So you're not coming and you're breaking up with me?
He said, you not coming and you breaking up with me?
So what is happening right now?
Where are we?
Why are we?
How are we?
When are we? What is this?
Who? What? He could not. She knocked the air out of him.
Literally.
And oh my God. So they're both heartbroken. There's nothing he can say. He's not going to stay and she's not going to go. So it's like, I guess we are parting ways. And he gets in the cab and he had a ring. He was going to get on bended knee in front of the Eiffel Tower.
With no money, but he was going to do it.
That's where the money went, in the ring.
Yeah, that's the romance.
To the writer's room we go. Do you think that Camille was right in her decision to do what she did? Leave him high and dry.
I think she was justified in her decision. I just don't think she did it the right way.
Absolutely.
Because the flight was in an hour.
We got aboard.
Everything was packed.
Where are you going to live? You can't go to your mama's house because she's on the train.
You can't even go back to your apartment because that's being subleased to somebody else.
Yeah. All your stuff is en route to Paris.
Yeah.
Where's all their stuff? So they shipped it. But he gotta catch the flight to ship it back.
Or maybe they put it in storage because like they probably have like a flat in Paris. Maybe he got room and board. I don't know.
I think that his professor or something was letting him live with them for a while. They were going to live in a room in somebody's house. So again, that was something that she didn't like either.
Yeah.
It was like, at what point do you say, okay, I don't like that. Let me look up some small apartments so we could afford.
Yes, planner. Please.
Yeah. Like, why, if you know this is not him and you're the planner, why are you going into this blindly?
Yeah. It was not making sense to me because from the minute you found out that he was going, you should have been really thinking about, do I want to go with him as well?
Yeah.
And I think that's when your professor should have told you something, not the day that you're leaving.
Not the day of. But then also, Camille had this plan that, she was going to finish this. She was going to finish her dissertation. She could do that anywhere, submit that, and teach in Paris. Like she had a plan, but then all of a sudden she didn't like that plan.
Yeah, they started off the day like they had sex. They were so happy. They were in this blissful space, and then by the end of the episode, by the end of the day, she broke up with him, and she's like, "This is not gonna work for me."
I think things got real for her, where she was like, "Oh wait, this is not a fairy tale. Okay. Oh, this is life. All right, let me figure out what's going on." But it sucks because I feel like 5 years later, she has regrets. She has thoughts like maybe I should have went to Paris.
Yeah.
I feel that she should have went because like the flight's an hour. Let me go. Let's talk about it in Paris because the flight's already booked. And then if I'm not feeling it, if I don't feel we have a good plan, then I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. I think she feared that once she's there and once she's in it, she's going to do what a lot of women do, which is like try to help the guy in any way that she can. And she feared that she can quickly become comfortable in that role of like supporting him. And she wants to pursue her own dreams, but like her professor has said, like so many women start off thinking that that's what they're going to do, but because we're such nurturers, we want to be supportive of the man and help him. Yeah. With his dream. So that's why she probably was just like, I'm not going to go at all.
Yeah, I guess. It's just because you see 5 years later, he was good. He did what he had to. He did what he went to Paris for, came back, and was flourishing. So it's like, if you know him, you know he's capable of doing what he said he's going to do. So you should have trusted him too.
Yeah.
And you could have still did your own thing. But we also see that maybe he wasn't as supportive of her dreams too. So
yeah. Like when she was spiraling in the airport and listing all these things that's wrong, I'm like, you're now noticing this? Like you knew the man that you was with.
Yeah. So it also goes back to like, what did she make her decision out of fear?
Yeah, I guess it was out of fear because she also said like the issue with her mom, she doesn't want that to happen in their relationship when they go to Paris. Yeah, she was just scared of what woman she would become when she's in Paris.
Yeah, and that took him for a loop. Like, you just had a bad day, and now you're just like changing all of our plans.
That's literally all it was a bad day.
Yeah, you just had a bad day. That's why I'm like, just go to Paris, think about it. Okay, yes, I can do it. No, I can't. And then we'll do the long distance thing. If that doesn't work, then we try. Like, try.
Yeah.
My thing is just try.
I think she was scared to try because she doesn't want to sort of give in, I guess.
Yeah.
If it got to the point of like things getting rocky, maybe she would have to compromise or give in more to support him, and I think she didn't want to do that. So she said,
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian.
I gotta put me first.
Literally, that's all I heard when she said, I'm not going. I gotta put me first.
I'm crying because she did. She really did. She got to put herself first.
And he was shocked.
I'm not mad. I get it.
So I hope he went and pawned that ring because, sir,
you need the money.
You need the money.
You need the money because you ain't had no money.
You really went to another country. No money at all? Maybe he had cash.
No. I would say, because sometimes when you go on vacation, you always want to have that stash of cash. Mm-hmm. You don't know what's going to happen to your account overseas. Yeah. So maybe he had the cash.
I hope he had.
And then you want to convert that cash to European currency. Mm-hmm. So we'll give him that. But he could have paid cash at the DMV or wherever he was. But
maybe he really needed that cash when he gets to Paris. But my thing is, if she didn't pay for it, how were you going to pay for that? Were you not
Where you going? You wasn't going. Because I would be like, what are you going to do? I would have paid some. I'm like, I got half.
Yeah, I would offer 50%. I'll pay half.
50%?
The most I would do, but I'm not paying the whole thing. Especially if she's not even going. Why'd you pay?
That's the thing, too. I guess in her mind, she thought she was going. And I was just saying, like, in relationships, I give, you give, we look out for each other. But I think I would just put the 50% because you didn't do your research. And then also me as a traveler, as like when I do trips, all right, who is that? Does everybody have their passport?
Yes.
What's the date looking like? Let me see yours, babe.
Because he flipped it on her. He flipped it on her. He was like, you didn't do the research either.
She was come on. Let's all do the research.
Right.
Let's help each other.
It ain't. It ain't hard to Google something. It's very free. It's
It
very
ain't hard.
easy.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see what happens with her. Ty, I just don't understand why she didn't get the marriage annulled or like settle that. Like, yes, you fled, and like as time passed, at what point are you like, hey, so let's let's dissolve this marriage? Does is Brandon Jones really think she's still missing, like on a train with Camille's mom? Like, what's happening?
My thing is, why did you even get married? You're straight out of high school. You're about to start college. Was there someone forcing you to marry him? Like, no one was forcing you. You didn't have to do that. You just did that because he asked.
Yeah, the minute he said, "Oh, I want to marry you," that moment you should have fled.
You should have said, I'm actually going to school in New York.
I have to go. That's it. But I wish you the best of luck.
Mm-hmm.
But you married and have this wedding. I guess you wanted to make her family happy.
At 18?
But did she really? Is she missing from her family too?
Yeah, I think she is. Because the girlfriend said, like, so your family and him did not even know where you were? And she was like, I was scared. I was 18.
So at this point, does her family and him not know about her lifestyle and her success? I'm sure they have Instagram and Facebook and the news and Forbes. I know they have Forbes.
I'm assuming this is small town living. That's what it's giving.
Small town living. Okay. Did they not call the police? Our daughter's been missing for years.
For years, actually.
Years.
Years. Yeah. It's a good, 10 years that she's been missing?
Gotta be.
Okay, girl.
Gotta be. So, and they're just like, and then Brandon pulling up with the flowers. Hey, Ty, it's been a minute. Yeah, it has. It's been 10 years.
Why didn't you send him divorce papers, like, from New York?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. Writers. Doesn't make sense. They will get something more later.
I mean, I guess it plays into why she is an F-boy so much. Because she had, like, that eating at her. That was a chip on her shoulder the entire time.
I guess. I'm not buying it.
She doesn't believe Ty. She doesn't believe in her.
I just feel like there's better ways we could do things.
Yeah, definitely. Like, she didn't have to string this man along. I'm sure he noticed as he got older. Right. He's like, yeah, she wasn't attracted to men.
Look, you do like the doctor did. You don't want kids. No. You don't know what she wants. But, okay, she got married. Like, I get the struggle of trying to please your family because you don't want to come out the closet. I get all that. But I just think all the time, why are you still holding on to the secret? Like, if you're comfortable enough to let, be out of the closet, open, out, then that part of your life should have been resolved first. Why are you still hiding that? She's opposite hiding in the closet.
For her, I guess it was out of sight, out of mind. Like, that was my past life. I don't live that life anymore. I'm the new Ty. But once she got to New York and she came out, she became more comfortable. It was like, I'm this new person. Like, that life didn't exist.
Taxes, you gotta put married. So we're still following you.
She probably was putting single.
Girl, tax fraud. I can't.
Forbes gonna find out that you married.
Forbes gonna find out.
They gonna have to edit that paper.
Yep, absolutely.
Angie?
I have nothing.
I don't want her to be the angry black woman. That's all I have for her.
Yes, and I agree. Other than that, like, I just want more for our girl Angie. Like, I feel like the show does not give her the respect and the love that this character deserves, okay? Yeah. When it comes to storyline, when it comes to life, when it comes to fashion.
That's a big one.
We need better. We need makeup, hair, fashion. We need more for our girl Angie. Yeah. Like, I do appreciate the musical aspect, but I don't know. She needs more, like a more in-depth storyline. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, they got picked up for a second season, so hopefully she might have, like, a love interest. She might be more advanced in her career. Like, we want more for Angie, because she's just kind of to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Yeah, like, supporting the supporting actress.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get more.
Okay. And then Quinn.
On that
mom to stop with this accent? That's possible?
Men are like, but that's number one. Only thing I have for Quinn is I'm just happy that she found happiness in fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that she doesn't let the non-support of her mom stop her. Just celebrate your wins. You have your friends that celebrate your wins. Her mom will come around. Like, once her mom sees consistency in the money coming,
Mm-hmm.
then she'll be like, okay, you got it.
Yeah, I think her mom will believe her more once she shows the work.
Show the work. That's the thing. Be in the field, okay? Everyone in the field.
Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll be back with the final 2 episodes of Harlem very, very soon. If you're not already, please follow us on all social media platforms at Seriously Podcast and listening to us on all podcast platforms at Seriously Podcast and watching us only on Black Oak TV. If you're not already, just tweet us, DM us, and let us know any questions, comments, concerns you want added to the show, what you feel we need to add in the writer's room, because we going to say it. So, and if you have any suggestions on shows that we should be watching, don't be afraid to reach out to us. So, bye guys.
Bye.